My name is Omakul Bashayo and I'm the CEO of Scaling Ideas. In this video, I'll be introducing you to copyright. Now, copyright is uh, the right to a particular copy, the right to a particular work, and this work can be either an artistic work, it can be a video, it can be a musical work, it can be broadcast, can be a book, can be a literary piece. So, right of ownership to those work are what we mean by copyright. Now, copyright in Nigeria is overseen by the Nigerian Copyright Commission, and we have the Copyright Act that was established before the 1999 Copyright Act and other copyright acts before that. We were using the Copyright Act of Britain. And even most of Nigeria's copyright laws were adapted from Britain. So in this video, I'm not going to take you through a lot of jargons. I'm only going to tell you what matters to you as a copyright registration agent. Now, the copyright registration is done on Nigerian Copyright Commission portal. What do Nigerian Copyright Commission, what do they do? Now, the Nigerian Copyright Commission is empowered by law under the Copyright Act. The first Copyright Act that brought them into power was the 1988 Copyright Act. So they are responsible for all matters affecting copyright in Nigeria. They monitor and they supervise Nigeria's position as regards international copyright and copyrights in the country. They also help to enlighten the public on matters related to copyright, and they also maintain a data bank of all copyright. As you have your own copyright work, it goes to their data, it goes to their bank, like they kind of have a kind of an archive of all the copyright work. And aside that, they also help to enforce copyright. They also have to enforce copyright. That is, they help in a way to prevent copyright infringement. Also, if there's an infringement on your copyright, and then you want to fight it, you can also go through. There are two major ways to actually deal with it. There's the civil proceeding and the criminal proceeding. So for the criminal proceeding, you can go through it through the Nigerian Copyright Commission while pursuing the civil proceeding yourself. So that's one of their other benefit. Also, they also have copyright officers, inspectors that help to also protect people's work against piracy. There was a time where piracy was so common, still common in the movie industry, but was extremely common then. When we had this and had people just going and copy the video into disc and selling the discs. So the Nigerian Copyright Commission can help to enforce that. They can help to enforce and reduce the piracy of people's work. So, what are eligible copyright works that you can copyright? They can be, as I said earlier, they can be literary works like novel, story, poetic works. Can be play. They can be film scenarios written down. They can be computer programs. Uh, they can be textbooks, biography, essays, articles, encyclopedia, dictionary, lecture notes, law reports, written tables, or you know. Now, for this part, there's an important part I want to emphasize. That the computer programs. This is what goes for people in the tech sector. Now, they are normally, if you have an ingenious tech idea in the in other countries, what you do is to patent it. But Nigerian patent law does not cover for software at the moment. So what we would do for tech company is to copyright the code and trademark the brand. So copyright the code and trademark the brand. So we can also do copyright. Uh, you can also do copyright registration for the code of different tech agents. So copyright their code so that nobody replicates their code, or nobody just go and steal their code or steal their software. So we can also do for musical works, for artistic work like painting, drawing, maps, sculpture, then cinematography, movies, broadcasts. Those are works that can be uh, those are work that are eligible for copyright. Now, mm, what works are not eligible for copyright? Now, for a work to be eligible for copyright, apart from those work, okay, now those work I've listed are the work that are eligible for copyright, but there are some of those works. Okay, let me just put it this way: in what condition will you have works like that that are not eligible for copyright? No, we've said okay, artistic work, audiovisual, video, sound recording, music pieces, artistic work. In what conditions will they not be eligible? One, for all these works to be eligible, there must be tangible effort. Tangible effort must like uh it must be seen that tangible effort has been actually done in the production of that particular piece. There's a case concerning this in the 90s that there's this popular 2A 2B book that is being used. Someone drew the lines and like was the first to maybe first in to do the lines, and then is a colleague of his took that idea and then went to replicate and made the 2A 2B book, and he took the matter to court, and in court it was said that he she the person who drew the lines for the book did not have right to the copyright because she there was no tangible mental or physical uh work is done in the process. All that was done was just like the drawing of lines and everything. Though she didn't copyright it. If that has been copyrighted, maybe she might have had uh, claim to it. Now, let me point this out here. Provided that a particular work have been published in the public domain, the person who published the work have automatically have copyright. For example, I did a video and I uploaded it on YouTube. I automatically have copyright because I was the first to upload the video. It's an original piece by me. I automatically have the copyright. Or I write a book or a particular piece, I automatically have the copyright right to it having to uh without having to maybe register it with the copyright commission. I already have the right to it. Registering it with the commission gives you like the commission comes in as an enforcer. So once I have it in the public domain, that means is there that I was the first to do this. I was the first to get this done. Understand? Because it is already in the public domain. No, in those days, people sing a song and then the song is in the CD, and then there's no proof that okay, I was the first to put this song in the CD. I was the first to actually sing this. There's no proof, but these days it's easier. Or if you put a song on YouTube, put something online, there's a kind of a timestamp to it that okay, this thing was done so time. So there is a proof that okay, this person owns this thing. This person was the first to do this thing. But Working with the commission a hedge, gives you a edge, and also the commission also comes in a way as an enforcer. Now, what other work uh cannot be registered with the Nigerian Copyright Commission? And that other work that you don't have the right to are work that are kind of like excerpt from public domain. For example, maybe your work was being not as if you, of course you can learn from something and then reproduce it, but when your work is a copyright infringement itself. For example, maybe someone wants to, maybe someone wants to have a mini dictionary, and then your work is from a particular dictionary. Just bring out words from the particular dictionary, like words that are already public domain. Anybody can find it out there. I need to put this in a way that, of course, you can do research, but the idea is that you cannot take a public work and bring it in as your own without having put in some amount of work to actually transform or change it or convert it into something that is completely distinct from the original work. So like you cannot have a calendar and be like, oh, this calendar is, I want to copyright the calendar, or I want to copyright this certain word series of works from dictionary. Anything that is public, that is already out there, that is common to you cannot take those works and copyright them. Then you cannot also take other people's work that have been, people already have a copyright right to it. You cannot take those work and copyright them. Now, after someone publishes a work, all through their lifetime, they have the right as the copyright owner to it, all through their lifetime. Then after they are dead, uh, they say after they're dead, the work still belongs to them for the next 70 years. After which the work will be thrown into the public domain. And even when the work is in public domain, does not mean that anybody can just come and uh, claim ownership to the work. No, but those work can also be transferred, just like you have a property and then you can transfer your property to your next of kin. Those work can also be transferred to their next of kin. So you can also transfer maybe like a book or like a music. You can transfer the rights to it to your next of kin. Okay, so at what point can you say someone has infringed on your copyright? So you can say someone has infringed on your copyright if the person use uh your intellectual property, your copyright, without license or without authorization from the owner of the copyright. Then if the person do or act in a way as if they have control over the copyright. Then if that person also trades, sells, rents, or make monetary gain or benefit from your copyright. If that person also make copies of, or if that person also make copies like tales, printing, and maybe sharing. I don't mean someone sending a map, maybe sharing a movie with you from the phone and then the person and you're watching. Now, when someone is trying to make merchandise of a particular copyright, a particular copy or a particular work without without license or authorization from the owner of the copyright. So if you discover that someone has infringed your copyright, what can you do? You can first you can write to the person to stop the use or stop the infringement if the damage have not been uh if much damage have not been made, then you can also take up a civil suit against the person to uh you can raise a civil suit against the person to get damages. The court have been known to award damages for copyright infringement, and the damages is always in terms of the monetary gain that the person have made from the use of the copyright. The monetary gain that the person have made from the use of the copyright, and also the damage that might have been done to your own brand. The criminal proceeding can also be pursued to the Nigerian Copyright Commission. Now, for you as a copyright agent, what are the things that you need to know? So, things major things that you need to know, I've highlighted most of them, is the importance of copyright to your clients, and most of it have been I've explained it in the function of the Nigerian Copyright Commission. But one thing that you have to communicate to your clients is that having their work with Nigerian Copyright Commission gives them an edge in case of infringement. In case there's a lawsuit, they have a backing that okay, beyond, because we say okay, you if you say you have, oh, I was the first to establish, I was the first to upload this document, then you have to come and prove it in court that you are the first. But when you have a copyright commission certificate, it gives you an edge in trying to prove that okay, I was the first to upload this, I was the first to get this, I was the first to have this done. And also, in case of have given other people the right to be able to use your work, in case of transferring the rights to other people to be able to use your work, it's if your work has registered, it makes easier for you to give people the right to be able to use your work, to give people the license to use your use your work. So majorly these are the things that you need to know about copyright. If there are any other information you need, you can always ask anything you need to be clear about copyright registration. You can always ask any question you have or any question your clients ask you. So I believe you've been able to do justice to this, and I trust that you've gotten value for this from this video. Thank you very much.